Alright, so for video 2, we're going to be doing our perspective and our proportion. And you're going to go in your packet to the page 4. And here you're going to fill out the questions as well as do the drawing samples. Make sure at the end that you come back to me, and in your packet it has the teacher sign off, so I can just check that you understand the perspective proportion part before we move on to the actual project in that drawing part there too. So perspective and proportion, as you can see, you have the perspective on the left side, that picture there where it looks like you're going further into the picture, and then you've got the proportion talking about objects that you see up close versus far away, so it's just giving you proportion to yourself. Alright, so what is perspective? Perspective is, in art, the technique to use to make 3D objects on a piece of paper. So it creates that illusion of depth in space, as you see in this drawing here of the road that goes all the way to the back. You can also do 3D boxes where it seems like it's close up here and then it's further back there as well. You have cities that you can draw landscapes that way too, or cityscapes, and it's all about using that perspective. So to make things that are further in the distance be smaller, and things that are closer to you being larger, all of that together. So once you write down in your packet the answer, I want you to try to come up with your own perspective drawing. Once you've done your perspective drawing, I want you to work on the proportion part. So what is proportion? Proportion in art is the size relationship between a person and an object, or in the picture itself, what the objects are. So here's an example of a family. If you look at the mom and the dad and the baby, they are in proportion, where the parents are a certain size and the baby is a certain size. But then on the right, the other baby is larger than the parents here. Now, if you were drawing a picture of a perspective where the baby's up close towards you, because that's your focus point that you want everybody to see in your artwork, and then the parents are further in the back, that's different. Then you would have the baby larger because it's closest to you. It's in, we discussed in the past talking about foreground, middle ground, and background. So the baby would be in the foreground. Maybe the middle ground, if they're on a beach, are the parents that are along the ocean line there, like they're dipping their toes in the water with another kid. And all the way in the very far background is a boat way out in the ocean. So those are things. Another proportion idea is if you drew a boat and then you had a really gigantic fish coming up out of the water, that wouldn't be that type of fish. That would be larger than the boat itself. So when you're doing your drawing, you want to think of proportion based off of your perspective. So things that are going to be in the background should not be larger than things that are actually closest to you. Please, once you've written the answer, do a drawing example for me. And once you're done with this video, have me sign off on your packet and you can move on to the next.